Welcome to Sam's Food Chronicles again, guys. So, Caribbean producers of Jamaica sent me this leg of lamb to prepare for you all, and I decided to do jerk lamb. I know typically people tend to, roast this in the oven. I was tempted, but I decided to throw it on the grill to get some smoke in, some more flavors in, especially as I'm gonna cut up this baby and use it for some tacos. All right, so there's not much to it, guys. Contrary to popular belief, this lamb cooks pretty quickly in the oven or in the grill. All we're gonna do right now is trim off some of the excess fat. I'm gonna leave a little bit on so that we can keep it moist while it's grilling. It's about a 1/4 inch thick of fat, and it's gonna prevent some of the seasoning and the rub from penetrating into the flesh. So I'm gonna take off some of the fat and the tendons so that we can get more of the salt and the flavors going into the flesh. I'm using a boning knife to do this because it's a little bit more flexible than a chef knife. So it can, meander and bend and course as I maneuver it through the fat. But a chef knife works as well. All right, so our lamb is prepped. We've gotten off most of the fat. It looks great to me. Now let's season. And for this, I've got my homemade jerk rub. Well, it's more like a marinade because I added some beer to this, so it's a lot more liquidy than a standard wet rub. So we're just gonna dump it on, massage it, and then add some rosemary. Oh my God, I can smell the jerk already. I like to lay on my seasoning thick because that's just how I like it. I'm a spice girl. Get it? Spice girl. Make sure to check out my recipe in the link to see how I made this jerk seasoning. It's my mama's famous jerk rub. So yummy. All right, our rub is on and it smells divine. I'm gonna put small slits just below the surface and stick some rosemary in. I got these fresh from my garden. They're so easy to grow and they're so sturdy and they smell so good. I just walk out there and pick at my convenience. Isn't that great? Gardening is so much fun, so enriching. You guys should try it. All right, let's stick this in a bag and let it marinate overnight so that all that goodness can get almost to the bone. I'm not sure it's gonna get to the bone, but it will be delicious the longer it soaks. All right, guys, so the lamb has soaked in all the flavor overnight in the fridge. We took it out about 2 hours to let it come to room temperature so that when we throw it on the grill, it can cook a lot faster and evenly. So my husband wants medium well, which is about an hour and a half of grill time. So I don't have a thermometer on me, and some of you guys may not as well. Don't fret, there is a little method I found online where you can estimate the cooking time. So to do that, we're gonna insert a skewer or a slender knife into the thickest part of the lamb, and then we're gonna cook it or grill it for about 1 minute per millimeter. I'm just gonna insert until I feel that it stops at the bone here, and then we're gonna pull it out and measure it. So this is approximately 95 millimeters, so we can safely grill this for about an hour and a half. All right, guys, so we're at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is about a medium heat. Ready? It smells so good already. It reminds me of like eating food in the countryside. Like, it smells amazing. I've thrown in some potatoes in there, some Hasselback potatoes and garlic to roast for my accompaniment. Let's go. All right, guys, we have our jerk lamb. Jerk, jerk, jerk. It smells so good, so jerky, so herby. I had so much fun throwing this on the grill. It was actually pretty easy. We baked it for a total of 1 hour and 40 minutes. So we're gonna cut in and see, what the texture is like. I think we'll get in a medium well to well done. But hey, that's how we like it around here. And of course, as we go into the center of the leg of lamb, we may get a medium well. So let's taste. So lammy. I've got a little bit of the salty jerk spice on the outside skin, but the meat is tender and so gamey, just like how I like it. So I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. It was really hard for the seasoning and the salt to get all the way down to the bone. So even though I soaked for 24 hours, it still really didn't get all the way down into it. I guess I would have to put it in a brine the next time. but it's pretty good on its own. Like all gamey meats are, the flavor on its own is just very rich, very pungent. I can't wait to see what it tastes like in my tortillas. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.